Okay. Okay. Good morning, children. So today again we are with the new session, and today we'll be starting with the grammar section. So let's see what's happening in the grammar section. We'll just go for the adjectives. So have you heard about adjectives? Are you familiar with the adjectives? What is an adjective? What is an adjective? So an adjective is a word which qualifies or adds something to the meaning of a noun or a pronoun. So in a simple word, we have learned that adjective is a word which qualifies a noun or a pronoun. Okay, so adjective is a word which qualifies or adds something to the meaning of a noun or a pronoun. Okay. So, for example, I have given a few examples. You can see it on the board. That Sushma is a pretty girl. The bear is black. I have many books. There is a little tea in the cup. Okay. So these words, pretty, black, many, little, etc., can be called as an adjective. Okay, it's an adjective. So in this sentence, pretty, black, many, and little are adjectives because it tells or qualifies the noun girl, bear, books, tea, etc. So how is it qualified? What kind of a girl is Sushma? She is a pretty girl, isn't it? So it qualifies the noun or adds something to the meaning of the noun. How is the bear looking? The bear is black. And I have, how many books do I have? Many books. Okay. And what amount of tea is left? A little tea. Okay, a little tea. There is a little tea in the cup. Okay, so these are called as adjectives. So what is an adjective? An adjective is a word that qualifies a noun or adds something to the meaning of a noun or a pronoun. Okay. So these are the various adjectives. You are very much familiar with various adjectives that are being used in your daily life. Okay. So that's an adjective. And moving on to the kinds of adjectives. Okay, you don't have to go in depth regarding the adjectives. So, what are the various kinds? There are 8 kinds of adjectives. 8 kinds of adjectives, and let's see what are the different or the kinds, the 8 kind of adjectives. The first one is adjective of quality. Adjective of quality. Second one is proper adjective. Proper adjective. Third one is adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity. And next one is adjective of number. Adjective of number. Fifth one, demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective. Sixth one, distributive adjective. Distributive adjective. Seventh one, interrogative adjective. Seventh one is interrogative adjective. And the last one is possessive adjective. Last one is possessive adjective. So what are the 8 kinds of adjectives? Adjectives of quality, proper adjective, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, distributive adjective, interrogative adjective, as well as possessive adjective. Okay, so let's have a look on the various types of adjective one by one. First, we'll take the adjective of quality. Okay. Okay, so what's an adjective? What do you mean by the quality? Okay, adjectives of quality, it refers to the kind, degree, or the quality of something, that what kind of thing it is, what is the degree or what is the quality of that thing, particular thing. And sometimes this adjective of quality is also called as descriptive adjectives. Sometimes it is also called as descriptive adjectives. Okay, so it describes something. It mentions about the quality of something. Okay, that's why it is also called as descriptive adjective. Okay. For example, do you see the woolly sheep in the pasture over there? What kind of sheep it is? Woolly. Okay. Do you see the woolly sheep in that pasture over there? Second one is the lovely roses are carefully taken care of by the lady. Okay, what kind of rose it is? The lovely rose. So it is describing the rose, the quality of the rose. It is describing the quality of the sheep. How does it look like? John was too weak to attempt the race. How was John? Okay, he was very weak to attempt or participate in the race. Could you help me with all of these dirty laundry? Okay, so what kind of laundry clothes are there? They are dirty. Okay, so the words woolly, lovely, weak, dirty, etc. represents the or shows the quality of that noun, okay, of that particular thing. Example, yeah, woolly, lovely, weak, dirty are the adjectives of quality. Hope you have understood that it is describing it. Okay, so that is the adjective of quality, right? Moving on to the next one, the second one is proper adjective. So, what is a proper adjective? Proper adjectives describes people, places, and things. So, proper adjective describes people, places, and things. And the adjective which are formed from the proper noun can also be called as proper adjectives. Okay, so the adjectives which are formed from the proper noun can also be, in the last class we have studied about the proper nouns. So that can be called as the proper adjectives. For example, Robin is an Indian player. Okay, Robin is an Indian player. So Indian here becomes the proper adjective. I love Chinese food. Okay, I love Chinese food. So here Chinese becomes the proper adjective. Japanese cars are wonderful. Japanese cars are wonderful. The Indian soldiers fought bravely. Okay, so all these words represents the proper adjective as such. Clear? So it describes people, places, and things. Okay, then the adjective which are formed from the proper noun are also called as the proper adjective. Now moving on to the third one, that is the adjective of quantity. Okay, the adjective of quantity. These adjectives help to show the amount of the noun or pronoun. Okay, these adjectives help to show the amount, quantity. From the very word quantity, we can understand that it shows the amount, the quantity, okay, of the noun or a pronoun. In short, the adjective showing the number of nouns or pronouns is called the adjective of quantity. Okay, in short, what can we say? The adjective which shows the number of the nouns or the pronouns, that can be called as the adjective of quantity. Okay, example, there was enough food for all, sufficient food for all. Workers have completed most of their works. Okay, most of their works. I have bought some pencils. Don't eat too many nuts. He has had many sorrows in his life. So the words enough, more, some, many, etc. becomes the how much, the quantity. Okay, becomes the adjective of quantity. Right. Moving on to the next one, adjective of number. So what is an adjective of number? An adjective of number is an adjective that tells exactly how many or how much of something there is. It refers to things that can be counted. Okay, number which can be counted by 1, 2, 3 years means like that. Okay, so the adjective of number is an adjective that tells exactly how many or how much of something there is. It refers to things that can be counted. For example, there are 10 students in the classroom. We can count that. The number 10. I stood first in the class. Okay. Saturday is the last day of the week. Few dogs are unhealthy. Some women are upset. Okay, so these become the adjective of numbers. Next one is demonstrative adjective. A word that directly indicates a person or a thing or few people and few things. Okay, a word that directly indicates. It can be a person, a thing, or few people or few things. That becomes the demonstrative adjectives. And what are the demonstrative words that are used? That, those, this, these, this book, that boy, okay, which shows, indicates a person or a thing. It is called as demonstrative adjectives. For example, give me that blue water bottle. Okay, that blue water bottle. This time I won't fail you. Okay, this time I won't fail you. These mangoes are rotting. These mangoes are rotting. I can't forget that incident. Okay, so these words, that, this, these, those, etc. becomes the demonstrative adjectives. Next one is distributive adjective. Okay, so what is a distributive adjective? An adjective which is used to refer each and every person or thing separately or describe a specific member out of a group is called distributive adjectives. Okay, so what is distributive adjective? Which is used to refer each and every person or a thing separately or describe a specific member out of a group. We want to describe a particular person from the group. Okay, so that is called distributive adjectives. Moreover, these adjectives are used to single out one or more individual people or items. Okay, to take specifically from one or two people or thing from a group. Okay, we have to specifically pick out that person or that thing from a group. Okay, so that is called as distributive adjective. For example, each girl will get a chocolate. So there are boys as well as girls. So from that we are choosing specifically the girl. Okay, so each girl will get a chocolate. She watches TV every day. Okay, neither of you are allowed in this class. Among the students in the class, the two students are not allowed to get into the class. I don't trust him either, so I too don't trust him. Any one of you can participate in the competition. Those who are willing can participate in the competition. So here each, every day, neither, either, anyone, etc. becomes the adjectives, distributive adjectives. Next one is interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives, a word that modifies a noun by asking question. Asking a question is called interrogative. Interrogative sentence or interrogative, the very word means that asking questions. So what are the various question words that are being used? For example, whose book was that? Whose is a question word. Which pen do you like more? Okay, which? What books are you buying today? Whose phone did you see when you talked to me? Okay, so these words, whose, which, what, whose, etc., becomes the question word, and in that manner it becomes the interrogative adjective. Okay, and possessive adjective, a word that indicates the position of the noun to a person or few people are called possessive adjectives. My, you, are, my, you, his, their, her, and its are the possessive adjectives. Okay, these words like my, you, his, their, her, its, etc. are the possessive adjectives. And the which the position, whose it is. Position means whose it is. It's mine, his, her, or theirs, them, etc. Okay, so it shows the position of the noun to a person or a few people. Such adjectives are called as the possessive adjectives. For example, my computer is not working. So here the very word my shows the possession. So my computer is not working. Our father told us not to quarrel with anyone. Your cycle has been stolen yesterday. I could not understand her intentions. Their favorite teacher did not come to school. She could not identify his plans. So here the word my, our, your, her, their, his, etc. becomes the possessive adjective. Okay? Clear? Okay, so that's all. Just we'll have a revision regarding the various types of adjectives. Okay, so what are the different 8 kinds of adjectives? Adjective of quality, proper adjective, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, distributive adjective, interrogative adjective, possessive adjective, etc. Okay, so adjective of quality, it shows the quality of a person. So for example, the lovely roses are carefully taken care of by the lady. Woolly, lovely, weak, dirty, clean, etc. can be the adjective of quality. Proper adjective which are formed from the proper nouns, Indian player, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, etc. Quantity which shows the amount, enough, more, some, many, etc. are the adjective of quantity. Next is adjective of number which shows exactly what number which can be counted. 10, first, last, few, some, etc. Demonstrative adjective which shows, indicates a person or a thing. That, those, this, these, etc. are the demonstrative adjectives. Distributive adjective means to specify a person or a thing from a group. Okay, each girl, every day, neither, either, anyone, etc. Interrogative adjective, questions, asking questions, whose, which, what, etc. And possessive adjective, which shows the possession, mine, his, her, their, etc. Okay, are the possessive adjective. So hope you have got an idea about the various kinds of adjectives. Okay, so you can just read through your books and find out the various kinds of adjectives that are being used in the various lessons that you have studied. Okay, so please go through the class, and we'll have another session. If you are having any doubt, we'll have a doubt clearing session also. Thank you for the day.